Good morning, everybody, and welcome to a Sunday sermon. Each week, we try to bring you messages of inspiration, and we try to bring you from a variety of different types of holy and, in this morning's edition, angelic energies. Today, we're going to get a message from the Archangel Gabriel. We've talked with him many times. My book, Modern Messages of the Archangels, has a chapter totally devoted to his messages. And he's going to speak with you this morning. I have no idea what he'll say, as always, but let us begin. Good morning, everyone. And yes, I know many of you have serious doubts about whether I could truly be speaking to you. You see, you really don't know much about angels. Angels are a very unique energy. We're energies of God. We've been around since creation, and we dedicate ourselves to serving God's words. And there are times that we do as much as we can to speak to the people, to humans. We're throughout the galaxy, and we try to do as much as we can to bring peace, coexistence, love, all the things that humans need to make it work out for them. Humans have very difficult lives. There's no question about it. They have this gorgeous planet, and hopefully that makes up for a few of the problems that humans have to put up with. But it is definitely not an easy life for humans. We hear their prayers all the time. They ask us for guidance, they ask for help. And then there are those that have nothing to do with us. They don't believe in us, they don't believe in God, they don't believe in all of the things that we speak about. Well, they have a problem. When they return to heaven, they will be judged for not believing in the realities of God. How could that beautiful world that you walk around in exist if it wasn't for God? The world that you walk around in has more miracles than you can ever comprehend. The fact of all the different birds, the trees, the beauty, the oceans, the fish in the ocean, how God has provided food for you, how he's provided oxygen that you can breathe. There are many planets where humans have no chance of existing. Many planets have atmospheres that no one can breathe. Your planet is a true miracle. It stands out in the galaxy. There is none like it. You may decide to try to look for another one, but you're not going to find it. Earth is a very unique situation. And God put humans on this planet for them to take advantage of the beauty because they were going to have a difficult life. It was going to be short. Over here, there's no real time, so it doesn't matter how long things take. But when you're on the planet Earth, your life is going to expire. You come in with a life plan, and that life plan has a time of death for you. And when that time arrives, you will leave your body and you'll come to heaven. As you've been hearing for weeks and years, what happens when you get to heaven is decided by what you do when you are in body. Many humans think that they can do whatever they want. And yes, they can. They have free will. Many think there's no repercussions, but there are. When you go to heaven, you will truly find out what the repercussions of living a bad life are. You hear many of the different Holy Spirits speak of karma. You hear individuals that lived lives as humans speak of karma. Karma is something that you build for yourself. It's based on how you make your decisions in life, and it's based on how you serve God, how you serve other people. It's possible that there are many people in the world that have never heard of Jesus. There are many people that really don't even think much about God. Many people think of them as an energy, as something that's out there, but they really can't put their finger on what it is or how it works or all of the things that go with God. And then you have the people that think they are God. Well, they're making a huge mistake. We rarely hear from them. Those are the people that acquire this great wealth through the blessings of God and then ignore Him and do not use the blessings to help others. Quite often, they use the blessings of God to hurt others, and that is an especially bad thing to do. The karma that you use when you are wealthy and hurt others with that wealth, you will learn about that karma from in many future lives. Sometimes people do so much evil in their lives that they cannot atone for it in a single reincarnation. There are people out there that are going through their fifth, sixth reincarnations trying to work off the evil that they have done in a previous life. Many people speak against God, and that is not a good thing. That is one of the worst things that you can do. God wants you to speak of Him as an agent of love, as the creator of all things around you, and as the ultimate energy that will help guide you in your life. The wants of God are very simple. He walked the earth a couple thousand years ago, and He spoke to the poor. He spoke to the uneducated, and He spoke very, very simply. He told the people what He wanted them to do. He told them of heaven. He told them many things, and then He created miracles. He cured illnesses. He did many things. He brought a person back from the dead. He did things no one else could do, and other people's watched, and they were amazed. And they thought, well, yes, this guy is pretty special. I'm going to listen to what he has to say because he's proven to me that he is very special. Then you look at the people today, they can read about the miracles and they can actually hear his words now, thanks to messages that individuals that God sent back can speak. But they still ignore him. When he walked the earth, there were people that spit upon him, threw stones, swore at him, said that he truly could not be what he said he was. He never said he was God because he didn't want to be thought of in the same venue as all of the Roman gods. The Romans worshiped many gods. They didn't realize there was only one, and they never even worshiped the right one. They had many imposter gods, many that never existed, that were made up. They had gods for everything, but there is only one God. Now, many people pray to us and they ask for guidance, and we try to bring it to them. You see, and angels can do things that other Holy Spirits can't do. We can appear in different forms, and quite often we may decide that we want to do a little project and appear as a homeless person sitting on the street. Do we want to see how many people truly help? How many people look down their nose upon the poor? We may appear to a person that needs help. We may do many things. You see, that's what angels do. Angels dedicate themselves to helping the souls of spirits, of humans. They help the souls that reincarnate as humans or can reincarnate as beings on other planets. Angels are really quite amazing. There are so many of them generally the first thing that you will see when you pass from your body will be an angel. Azrael and these angels try to make it as easy as they can for you when you pass. Passing from a human body can be very traumatic, and the soul generally needs help and direction. It's very difficult. The passing itself is very simple. You close your eyes and away you go. Your soul immediately leaves your body, and your body is then finished, and it starts, well, I won't go into that, but you all know what happens to your body after you die. Many people have their bodies cremated, and that's really a good thing because God has no use for that body after your soul passes from it. And yeah, you certainly don't. Once you're dead, you're not going back into it. You're going to pass into heaven, and you're going to find out how you messed up in your life. Oh, you're also going to find out the good things you did. And hopefully the good things outnumber the bad. People will pray to me, but they don't really know what they're asking for with the angels. Many people don't understand the capability of angels. Each angel has a specialty area, shall we say. Michael helps protect. Raphael heals. Azrael leads the soul into heaven. But they do many other things. It's not just the one simple thing that you're told that they do. You can pray to me, and if I think that an angel is better adapted, then I will give the prayer to him or her. I got to be careful in these times. I will give the message to another angel that perhaps specializes in helping what you are asking for. Most of the prayers we help are for guidance or to help heal. Sometimes we hear people pray to help a soul that has passed. It is a little late for help after a soul passes, because what is important is how it lives its life. The really important prayers that we heal are for us to help another human that is alive, because that human still has decisions to make. It has ways that it can affect its life. So let's say that you know a young man that's addicted to drugs, and you pray to us to help give him guidance and to heal him. You see, that's a really important prayer, because now it's our attention, because this individual probably hasn't asked for help himself. So you've stepped in and you've asked help for another. That's what God wants. That's how you help others. You can truly help many by prayer, by asking for us to intercede in their lives, give them guidance, do many things that they're not asking for themselves. Sadly, today, drug addiction is an immense problem. People around the world are addicted to these terrible drugs. And yes, these drugs will kill them. It is only a matter of time. Taking these drugs and creating an early death is almost like an act of suicide. When you're taking drugs, you're doing one of the stupidest things that you can ever do. You are creating a situation where you will not totally understand the decisions that you're making. Drugs mess with your mind. Now, the human mind isn't that good to start with. It can't compete with the minds of many of the advanced civilizations on other planets. But you need to use all of the abilities that you have to make the best decisions. If you used all of the brain that you had in your skull, you would not be making many mistakes. you would be showing an intelligent level that would rank with the beings on other planets. You see, those beings have got many years of advancement that humans don't have. You're a new culture. There's no other way to say it. You have not been around for millions of years like some of the others in the galaxy. A soul that has been able to advance for millions of years is going to be much brighter or smarter than a soul that's only been around in a body that has existed in type for 250,000 years. But humans can do brilliant things. They can ask for help. You see, that is the main way that humans will advance. They will ask angels, they will ask Holy Spirits, they will ask God, they'll ask Jesus, they'll do many things. They'll ask Allah. They'll pray for help. And as the humans make more correct decisions, they will become better educated and they will advance. There have been times that God stepped in to help humans make rapid advancement. The best example is through the Renaissance period. It took place after the Dark Ages. Through the Dark Ages, humans just basically wandered around. They had great sicknesses. They lived in filth. They did not do much to advance. Now, you see, they had information because Jesus had walked the earth many, many years before your Dark Ages. But God decided it was time to send back souls to lead humans out of the darkness, which he did. Some of the greatest brains that ever lived were part of the Renaissance period. I'm not sure what we have today. Sometimes it looks to me like humans are wandering back into a dark age. God has seen fit in the last hundreds of years to educate humans. He has taught humans many things. He's given you technologies. The aliens that visit the earth or that actually can live here have taught humans many, many things. But humans still want to kill each other. It seems like that is their ultimate goal, is to kill as many as you can. There are countries that want to conquer other countries, and it seems a lot like the Dark Ages, doesn't it? Except it's the Dark Ages that is on steroids. Because now you have the weapons that can kill, can literally wipe humans from this beautiful earth. In the process, you would kill all of the other beautiful things that God has created. Humans need to understand that they are on a very dangerous path. They need to understand that they need to follow God's words and get off the damn path. You see, if they keep doing what they're doing, they're going to destroy themselves. If you would be able to bet money, that would be a safe bet. But you don't want to make that bet. Humans need to ask God for guidance. They need to come to us, the angels. I am Gabriel. I can do many things. I can help you. Ask for it. Sometimes we will intercede with a good person and try to make sure that we help them so that they can continue to do wonderful things. God is sending back messengers to speak to you. You may not totally understand it, but Barry and Connie have been sent back to bring you these words. He is doing the best he can to speak to you. There are many that listen, but there are so many that don't. For some reason, when the word God is mentioned, people run. A lot of the reason is because the religions have taught you fear of God. And many people really don't know how to live their lives because they fear that God is going to be this terrible monster that will end, that there will be a time that all life stops because he wants the good ones to come and the bad ones to stay. It's not going to be like that. There will never be an end of times created by God. He wants humans to make it. He wants humans to make the right decisions with their free will. So I hope my words today will give you some guidance. They are the truth. They are the way. Pray to any of us, and we will give you guidance. Seek the love of God above all things and build a foundation of faith based on love. It's that simple. Live a good life. Take the young and teach them of God. Do not teach them hatred and anger. Teach them that coexistence is the only way that humans will evolve far into the future. So I'm not sure if you thought an angel was going to talk like that. I'm sure you didn't see any flopping wings because I made sure I didn't flop them in the show. So thank you so much for listening. I will be back again when Barry asks. Tell others of the show. Bring people to hear these incredible words that we speak, and all will be fine. God is blessing all of you. I know that. So thank you so much, and allow me to return again sometime. Goodbye. Bet you didn't think an angel was going to talk like that, did you? Everyone that we speak to today is bringing you messages of urgency. Things must change. The next generations are going to dictate the future of humanity. Teach the young to know God, and all will be well. Teach the young hatred, and there will be an end of days. So thank you so much for listening. Our God is a God of love. You should not fear him, you should love him. So goodbye, and we will return again next week.